Hi, Henry.
Hey, Kevin.
I'm so glad you could meet me tonight.
Oh, no, I'm glad you did. Thanks for doing this so late.
No problem. I just want to ask you some questions about your upcoming course still. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, me too. I'm excited about it as well.
Well, let me just jump in by asking you, because it's falling around the holidays,
hmm
how is it that you actually feel about the holidays?
Um, I'm not a big fan of the holidays.
No.
I, probably, I think I'm probably part of a group that's larger than we think, but
Hmm.
like it's a minority this time of year.
Yeah.
There's always kind of a sense of sadness around it. Um, it wasn't a big deal growing up, uh, and it's just not that bank of really great memories.
Hmm.
Um, I appreciate, admire those that really embrace the holidays, and I envy it, but I do try to, as I've gotten older, try to use the time around kind of more of a gratitude thing, kind of that I try to get into,
Hmm.
uh, and certainly photography is helping that regard.
Mm. So you took something that was sort of like not your favorite time of year and you've used photography to shift that for yourself.
It's yeah, absolutely helped, and it's kind of one of those things where I was not conscious in the beginning, but I just found that photography, the same way happened to me with winter. Winter was
No.
not a great time of year for me, um, but photography's really completely turned around how I feel
Mm.
the winter months.
How?
It's just so beautiful out when you kind of take note.
uh,
It's like, and it's probably good. It's like when uh, what I love around the gratitude around the holidays is just those little moments of taking note. The simple
hmm
things around. The simple spaces and simple little times, simple little moments, objects, people, whatever. Um, but it's those kind of moments and those kind of captures that really give me that sense of gratitude.
That's interesting that you kept referring to the word simple, and I kept feeling like wide open space, like clean. You think of the holidays, you don't really think that. At least for me, I think the music is playing constantly, and wherever you go, it's holiday music, and there's just like that frenetic energy of like obligations and
Yeah.
family and trying to get through and kind of white knuckling it and grinning and bearing it, but not really wanting to be there. But when you say it's like this simplifying, this stillness, this gratitude. It's quiet. It feels quiet when you're talking about it.
Yeah, no, and it's by design. I know that the holidays are anything but quiet for most of us.
Yeah,
Um, and I know a lot of people are going to be thinking, how am I going to do this with everything else going on?
yeah,
Why would I want to? That kind of thing.
yeah.
And I get that. Um, my perspective is that I don't know how I would get through the holidays without it.
Mm,
Without those, and I'm 15 minutes a day of just kind of this meditative space where I can kind of take note. I can
mm,
kind of clear all the clutter that's going on around
mm-hmm.
what I see. And it's also not to say that because my photographs seem to be real minimal, that's just what I'm seeing. Someone else might see something completely different
Yeah,
in a still life, in a moment, in a capture. And that's totally, and I love that. I mean, who doesn't
yeah.
love to have those real moments where there's just kind of, again, it's not about, um, I've said this before, it's not really what you capture, but it's more what you're feeling.
I like that. I like that that brings me back to what you said in the very beginning about how the holidays weren't really a great feeling for you and you've made it that way through the photography. And I have to say, like, when I take your classes, that I do get that sense of we're all taking pictures of different things based on a prompt that you offer. And it's so inspiring to see all of us coming together to find that common place. And in this instance, it's around stillness within the holidays and
Yeah.
how all of us will be finding it in such different ways, but, you know, finding a breath within it.
Yeah, and I think, it's one of those moments you create this space where you can kind of riff off each other
Yeah.
so that you're kind of seeing what other people are seeing, and more so, when we're sharing what we're feeling around the holidays. It's very hard for me to separate what I'm taking note of from what I'm feeling.
Absolutely.
And I think that happens during the holidays, and I think that's where photography is a great tool. Back to the meditative thing, it's just that 15 minutes to really balance that area between getting outside of ourselves and then not forgetting ourselves at the same time.
That's beautiful.
So through this chaotic time. No, thanks.
Yeah, sorry, I totally interrupted you there.
It's all right.
I was going to say that I've been looking forward to this class, being a single parent and trying to carve out space for myself just in general. And I already am a photographer, and I use the camera as a tool for transformation. And yet I have found that your classes have really been enriching and inspiring, and I've learned a lot from you. And I'm looking forward to, I've been thinking about it in terms of finding a breath within it all.
Oh, yeah, and that's a great way to put it. It's a great way to think of it, and it's just that it's certainly don't. I'm glad you said that because something else I'd like to say is that I certainly don't want this to be another task.
Sure.
That's really counterproductive to what it's really about.
Yeah.
It's if it's taken on as a task. It's that moment of being able to get away from those tasks.
Yeah.
As you said, really something I wish I had said, which was it's a breath.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's a breath, it's a meditation, it's a moment, it's that stillness, it's the simplicity, it's the gratitude, it's all those things you've been saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I would talk about your work, So,
yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to diving in and making that a part of the holiday ritual this year.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, I'm really excited about the class and seeing what everybody wants to share.
Well, thanks, Henry.
Hey, thank you.